A dramatic shift in the 2020 battlefield could be taking place online. Google is now banning ads on its platform that target specific groups of voters, potentially forcing campaigns on both sides to go back to the drawing board in order to make their case. Let's bring in Tim Cameron, former chief digital strategist at the NRSC, and Leslie Marshall. She's a Fox News contributor. Of course, great to have you both here. Tim, explain to me, you did the digital work over there, and you understand this very well. Why is this so momentous?
Well, I mean, this fundamentally impacts how campaigns reach people, and it's going to have widespread implications. Look at who this decision benefits the most, the wealthy and well-connected. When you look at who's going to gain the most from less targeting, it's people like billionaires Tom Steyer, Mike Bloomberg, and Donald Trump. They have the resources to essentially spread their ads out and not have to worry about waste. Who loses? Well, grassroots candidates, folks from lower and middle income backgrounds. If you want to kind of start an oligarchy in America, this is a huge step towards that.
Let me read to you from Brad Parscale. He's the president's campaign manager for re-election. He said that political elites and big tech want to rig elections, Dem primary and 2020 included. They're targeting Trump because he's the big dog, but they're also after Dems like Sanders and Warren. Won't stop until they control all digital political speech. Explain to me then, if you are a small grassroots organization, how would you have used this tool in order to try to enhance getting your message out?
Well, before these changes, Google was a fantastic platform for going and organizing supporters, and you didn't need much money to do it. You know, one of the candidates that benefited greatly from online advertising and small dollars was Marco Rubio. I'm not sure he'd be a senator today and would have beaten Charlie Crist if it hadn't been for his ability to advertise on these platforms. And now that there's widespread targeting, these folks can't get their message out, and it's all going to be about DC candidates who are backed by special interests.
Let me get Leslie Marshall in here. Leslie, do you think that big tech is catching up to what the left is demanding, that there be more regulation and self-policing of big tech as it comes to political ads?
The problem here is, Dana, if you look at what Google is doing, they're talking out of both sides of their mouth. And Facebook isn't doing anything, so they're not listening to the will of anybody, whether it be voters across the board or the liberal left, like you said. Because right now, as we speak, on YouTube, which Google has charge of, you still have that ad about Joe Biden that is false information. And quite frankly, what is the goal in this? Whether it's Google or any search engine or any company, Facebook, Twitter, and others, is it to have a more educated voting population based on facts? Because they can get their information elsewhere without going to a search engine.
Yeah.
They can listen to a talk host on radio. They can read a blog. So quite frankly, I don't think any of this will do anything in correcting the wrongs and the false information that's being given in political ads.
We're going to keep following this story. This is a really big deal because it is affecting everybody, how we communicate, and the Washington, D.C. is not able to keep up with technology. Technology is providing people a way to communicate, but then self-policing, it doesn't feel like it's working out well. Tim Cameron and Leslie Marshall, thanks for joining us. We'll stay on the story.